Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Steve here. Just chilling. It's fine. Wednesday, I think it is. Yeah, it's Wednesday, January 17th, 2018. I just saw Boris's video, his farewell to a person that will never be mentioned on this channel again. I'm just gonna cut ties and hope for the best for this guy. I'm not gonna apologize for what I said to him because I meant it. That's how I am. I'm not going to apologize over something I meant at the time because he had angered me to that point. But watching Boris's video, Boris is right. Even though it wasn't addressed to me, it spoke to me in a way. It's time maybe I reevaluate things in life because when I was gone from the site, my life was better. I started thinking of things that need to be fixed. As I am broken as a human being, I admit I'm broken. And I can't blame my parents for this because this is me. In terms of my friendships and stuff, people ask, don't you have friends to hang out with? No. Not really, not outside of work, I don't. It's the same way in high school. A lot had to do with the fact my parents both worked second shift. I'd get home from school and be there by myself. Which isn't their fault, they were doing what they had to do in order to provide a comfortable living for me. And I would never blame them for that, because sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, and I wound up not being understanding how friendships work much. I have friends, but not close friends, if that makes any sense. I don't have that one person that I could go out with. Hey, you want to go out Friday after work and have a few beers? I don't have that. Never was in a relationship either in high school. I was unprepared a lot for when I left high school, but it's not anybody's fault. Suddenly you get thrust into a situation. Everybody goes through this. I'm sure that one minute you're used to being in high school. You're used to having to get up at a certain time to be prepared for school. When you're there, you get to go home. You have free time. Now that I work, free time is at a minimum at times. Hell, I haven't even played my PS4 in almost a year. It just sits there. That's one of the things that I thought about getting rid of. And I did a lot of soul searching while I was gone from YouTube. And a lot of this stuff, I am selling it. Because I don't need all these DVDs. I don't need a laser disc player. You don't need all this stuff. They were just wants. Because I just bought things just to buy them because I could, not because I wanted them. And that's the truth I've faced. Same with the fact is, maybe it's time I did do something about this weight. But it's hard because food is an addiction. And it's one of the hardest addictions to break. Like, I can't be trusted around food. I admit that. Because while I work, I hardly pay attention to the calories of the stuff I eat. If I eat it because I like it. Not because of anything else. You could put a whole Red Baron pizza in front of me and I could probably sit there and eat the whole thing in one sitting. That's a bad sign. Maybe it's time I stopped pointing fingers in other directions and point them in the right direction. That's me. I know I got a bad tobacco addiction. I go through about a can a day, which is bad even with work, considering at work I cannot dip at all. So in 16 hours, 8 of which are spent supposedly sleeping, when it's more like 6, 7 hours from that 16. So about not 8, 9 hours, about 9 hours of free time, 2 of which going to and from work. In 7 hours, that's how much I can dip. That's a depressing and terrible sign of things. Knowing that I can do that. And the fact when I was gone from YouTube, I saw a lot more positivity, because it's time I probably start cutting out some negative influences in my life on this site. start unsubscribing from people. Because I have no interest in that anymore. And that's the truth. I have no interest in some of this stuff that's going on. I get sucked right into the drama, and the next thing you know, I'm making hate videos on people. Don't get me wrong, the ranting is fine and all. It's good to vent every now and then. Saves money on going to therapy, which to me can help. But the last guy I saw, he didn't understand me. There was no connect between us, like there was between me and the previous one. The only reason I stopped seeing her was the insurance stopped covering her, and I had to find somebody else. This one, his answer to everything was, "Hey, have you tried volunteering to meet people?" That isn't gonna fix That isn't gonna fix the issue I had. Especially when I work, why would I want to go out and volunteer on my one true day off to do something? But hey, maybe it's time I start going out and hanging with people outside of work instead of just having these people at work, because I don't have that one true friend. Hey, it's Friday night. We don't have work. Let's go out and drink a couple beers at the bar, have a good time. I've never been in a relationship ever, and that scares me. Getting into a relationship with somebody else, it terrifies me, honestly. I'm afraid it won't matter in the end. I'd rather just seal myself away from that and friends. That way they can't hurt me in the end. That way if the friendship or relationship goes south and we have a falling out, I get hurt. I'd rather just not deal with it and just be by myself, which is a bad, that's a bad thing to have in you. Just bad. It's just a bad defect in my personality. I don't want to be like that. I try to do the right thing at times, and sometimes it's hard because, if you do the right thing, you get people pissed at you because you did the right thing. But if you don't do it, then other people get pissed at you, so it's a catch-22 situation. Maybe it's time to move on. Like, I enjoyed doing YouTube. I like doing the fun videos. But now I look back at some of the videos I did, I'm embarrassed, especially the ones that were up with me drunk. And what I did in my past, it's regrettable. Some of the stuff, I regret it. But you learn from it and you move on as a person. You've gotta. I'm not trying to pep talk anybody. Maybe at times I try to talk myself up and psych myself up. But now it gets to a point where, what can I do? What can I look at? Except to move on and hope for the best in life. It's true. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, which is one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard in my life. It was in Rocky Balboa, a good movie. Because what I realized too, while I was gone, was all this stuff I own means nothing to me. In fact, I'm selling it all. Because I looked at it like this, I bought this stuff because I could, not because I wanted it or needed it. There's a difference. Like, I love my 3DS, I play that a lot. I don't play my PS4 enough to even justify keeping it. It's been almost a year. And I've still got games that I've yet to play that I bought months ago that just sit there. Because what's the fun in it all? Anyway, guys, until next time, peace, and thank you, Boris, for that video. Even though it wasn't directed at me or for me, it opened my eyes and made me realize a few things, so it's a positive video nonetheless. Peace.